generator. This guy's kind of cool.
I don't know,
he's
man.
Trying. He's trying better than the rest.
So, is it interesting the way that they're presenting this with the kind of like YouTube-looking videos?
Oh yeah, it looks like
a montage of real-life-looking stuff. I think that
they're probably just making footage to sell it.
I think that they did some kind of a contest and made people just submit things, and they just selected. I didn't hear about it, but I would, think. So what about the guy who couldn't get any water? How are they struggling without water here? The electric pumps were running the water. The electric pumps are the water pump, right?
Yeah.
The electric motors.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well,
the technology is confusing.
If you got batteries, you can use inverters. You can run a pump for a little while on an inverter.
But you have to hack the wires and reconnect them to.
Yeah.
You can't just have them hooked up to the, house wiring.
You can take a car battery and you can hook up an inverter to it. Most of the inverters have like little.
Where do you get these type of things in the middle of the blackout? If you have them prepared, how are they going to do this?
Well, if you don't
know how.
Then you got to go someplace where there's water. You can only live with that water for about 3 days, maybe 5 at the most. So
you can drink your own urine.
Well, there are other things you can do, but
they can drink their own urine during the blackout. If they know that.
Water is just next to air. You need oxygen, you need water.
Right. So.
Then you need food.
So what about this other scene? Was this the same one, or was it the Preppers show, where the guy was like, the kids were running down the stairs saying, "What do we do?" And the father was loading up everything into the truck. He looked like he was in the suburb. And where are they going to go?
Well, you just try to drive out of the area where there's not much to live on.
The father goes, "We're bugging out."
Yeah, bugging out.
So bugging out has a new meaning. Well, when I used to use this when I was growing up, bugging out meant that you were freaking out, that you're losing your mind.
Bug out,
so bugging out is cool now.
Probably people learned bug out from MASH. Like every time they would...
it's a Vietnam term?
Well, whether it's Vietnam or...
fighting the Viet Cong.
Like that was supposed to be Korea, of course.
$10 for a little tiny bottle of water.
What? That's illegal.
Yeah.
You can't do that during a disaster.
Well, there are a lot of laws against...
well, there's supply and demand, they say. They always say there's supply and demand.
Yeah, the ultimate thing is that if you've got batteries, if you've got flashlights,
it's time to rip off people.
If you got canned food, like
you can sell a drop of water in the desert for $100, and someone's going to buy it.
Paper money, like that means you believe that it's worth something.
No, I would sell for $100 worth of gold.
Yeah, right.
I think that people start burning their paper cash because that's what it's worth. It's good for starting a fire.
You trade gasoline for food, like that's the way it's
How quickly will that start to happen?
Pretty quick.
Let's get accurate here.
Yeah.
What are the first things that will happen in the breakdown of society?
The best thing to do is to look at places where it's gotten really serious, like Katrina, like New Orleans.
Okay, there you go. Here's the hard example.
Louis was totally wiped out, like Waveland.
Oh man, they're cursing this guy out. They're cursing out the worker at some fast food restaurant.
What the heck was the fast food restaurant?
What this is drama going on
go
here?
For
it. What are they doing to the fast food place?
All that stuff
freak out for a fight breaking out! Breaking out!
Oh yeah, here we go. Now
big riot. Walmart's the cash registers are not working. They're just walking out with the stuff.
Well, maybe they want to shoot one another.
They don't want to be able to shoot each other.
It's called looting. So how quickly will looting start to take place?
Well, it takes place pretty fast whenever there's a breakdown, like this disorder.
Mm-hmm.
How soon start to loot, they start to break windows.
Do the cops start to just
they run away
quit
with
their
TV
jobs?
Sets. That's the funny thing,
Will police officers start to quit their jobs because they know they're not going to get paid?
Well, one of the things that happened after the Rodney King incident was that Daryl Gates and the whole police force,
It's the president in the show.
She's reacting to this.
Oh, this is part of the show.
The dog wants to be set free.
Come here.
She wants to do some looting.
Come here. You leave him alone.
She got nervous with Obama or something. She's like,
oh, really?
She's like, something's going on.
She's tuned to Obama. So they're putting on the address from the government now.
Responding, I thought, what is this?
Little clips from the government to throw in there to make it like deep, because you're going from like people's home video where they're talking about the blackout to like, you know, an address from the commander-in-chief saying, "Don't panic. We've got a situation here, but you know, we are the world's greatest nation, and we will get through this."
Oh yeah. Oh, can you George Bush down there in St.
We used to hang out with
in Jackson Square. You
some
remember
religious
that
Shabbat celebrators,
you know, that
and they would spend like the whole weekend without power.
That they were going to take care of
so, like,
too many people are talking.
Some people out
too many talk. Hold on, just a moment. I don't remember that about George Bush. During most of his term, I was ignoring everything because I didn't feel it wasn't that important.
To go back and do the footage,
go ahead, say what you were going to say.
I'm just watching this show, and I think people need to learn from people like the Amish or the people that celebrate like the true Shabbat, like where they turn all the power off for the weekend, and they don't panic. They sit and they meditate and they spend family time.
Once a week
and they
in
live
Israel,
by the candlelight
Orthodox
or solar or
and
whatever.
religious families do that.
And the Amish live that way, and I think that the world needs to understand that those people aren't in a panic. So in this show, American Blackout, not one person has been shown meditating and just chilling out and enjoying the
well, I guess he didn't use any of the footage that I gave him. I said, you know, if blackout around the country happens, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to go,
They find the real beautiful, like Swedish-looking models to sell the
yeah, she's kind of cute.
because they know she can sell it. Everybody's gonna trust her.
Well, you know.